The time and sweat is what puts it together. And it's that relentless application of effort against the clock that created everything around us. The BFGoodrich HD terrain tire is engineered to tackle the extreme situations heavy-duty trucks are met with head-on. Because downtime can't exist when there's a job to do. Time isn't something to marvel at. It's something to be seized. It's a tool we put firmly in your hands. BFGoodrich, what are you building for?
Stacy Clark here, owner and general manager of Unlimited RV. As racers, we know how important time is. Not bad, kid. 5 seconds faster. As racers, we know how important reliability is. At Unlimited RV, we have lifetime warranties, so you know we've got you covered. At Unlimited RV, we offer nationwide free shipping, so you don't have to waste your time getting into the RV or motorhome for your next big adventure.
Alexander Ford, voted Yuma's best for 2023, wants to be your best choice in 2024. This month we're celebrating mothers, veterans, and our Hispanic community with special offers for all. Get 2.9% on Bronco Sport and Escape, or an F-150 with 1.9% for 72 months. Alexander Ford has one of the largest selections of SUVs and trucks in Yuma, with every vehicle clearly marked to sell now. Visit BillAlexanderFord.com and see why we are a difference you can count on.
Go further. Explore the trails less traveled. And reach your destination quicker with King's new Toyota Sequoia 2.5 OEM Performance Series kit. These 100% bolt-on kits feature front ride height adjustment, superior ride quality, and external finned reservoirs with optional wide-range compression adjusters to further refine your ride quality. See why we're the choice of experienced overlanders and order your Sequoia kit today.
Hey, Greg Adler here, president of Off-Road Warehouse and part-time off-road racer. Here at ORW, we're not just your typical off-road shop. We sell race parts. Come check it out. We sell everything from FK rod ends, Bragola, PCI radios, and we're even selling direct BFGoodrich racing tires. Check out any one of our 10 Off-Road Warehouse locations. Get you dialed for going down to Baja or anywhere else you play.
All right, guys, welcome back to your next Fishgistics update here of the 2024 Baja 500. You guys having fun? Hopefully everybody's awake now. It's 9 o'clock, so you guys that slept in on your Saturdays, you're probably up by now, and it's a good thing because we got some action going on down in Baja today. In case you guys didn't know, we had a we had a couple cars that are trucks now that have had a few issues. We saw that the concrete motorsports truck driven by Harley Letner is they had a stop for a little while. It sounded like they were maybe having ECU issues or some kind of electrical issue inside the car. They messed with it in the pit for a little bit, and then they were able to get going again. So they are back out on the track. So the number 70 is back on the track after a little bit of an issue. Also, Bryce Menzies in the number 1. It sounds like they may be having some brake issues. They also stopped in their pit. Did something to the car for a little bit. They are back out on the road, but Bryce did lose a spot or two. Luke got around him, and I think Tavo did as well. So a couple little things going on now. You know, this is Baja, stuff happens, and it's still really early in the race. So the fact that Bryce was able to get in and out of his pit means that hopefully they were able to get it fixed, because he's got to go over the summit, and the summit section is no fun coming down the backside of it if you're having brake issues. So hopefully they were able to get that fixed, if that's indeed what the problem was. That's what the rumor was. So let's go and look over at the map. Speaking of problems, we saw the 9X bike. If you guys were watching the score feed, Austin Eddy, they had a problem. They were pushing the bike. It's not Austin on there because I know he rode the first segment, but whoever was doing the second segment there on the 9X, we saw them pushing the bike on the side of the track. So I don't know if they perhaps ran out of gas. The fact that they were pushing it probably was them trying to get somewhere with it, because if it was an engine blown up or something, you'd probably just sit there with it. So it's probably a good sign that they were trying to push the bike. I don't know how far they have to go. I tried to get a hold of Austin, but I haven't been able to get a hold of him yet. If I hear what happened with the 9X, I will give you guys an update. But big bummer for those guys, because they were running up front pretty much all day so far. So that means that the 11X is going to be out in front. You can see they haven't updated in 29 minutes. So this is not a good location on the 11X. They're going to be somewhere up here around Mike's right now, because that was 29 minutes ago. So don't pay attention to that, that update there. We're also trying to figure out what is going on with a couple of the other trackers. You can see the 9X, the 11X just grayed out because it's been half an hour now. So after half an hour, they gray out, but they are still moving. So we think they're still moving because I don't know. It's tough. They were at 0 miles an hour, so they could have been in their pit, and they might still be there. So if anybody does know if the 11X actually got out of their pit, let us know, because right where they are, this is a super popular pit area. If you guys see people going to 0 miles an hour right along here, this is the highway right by San Mateus. Then this is the left where you turn off to go up to Mike's. So you're going to see a lot of people pitting in this section right here today. So the fact that they were at 0 is not a super great sign, because the bike still might be sitting there at 0 miles an hour. So we'll have to wait and see. They're either at 0 there, or they're up by Mike's. So let us know if you guys know where the 11X. Okay, someone just said perfect. 11X through Mike's at 9 a.m. So that was my guess. If they were still moving, they'd be right around Mike's right now, which it sounds like 7 minutes ago. They did come through Mike's. So their tracker is just not working right now. But we can confirm, according to update from you guys, from Luis, thank you very much. The 11X cleared Mike's at 9 a.m. That means the 8X is going to be running second, and the 13X is running third. Now that is unofficial. If someone else's tracker's not working, they could be right in there too, and we wouldn't know it. So that's just what we're going on based off the tracker. Now, if we come over and look at scores timing, we can go and load moto here, and we can see right here. So at mile 245, you can see right here, the 11X did clear it, and they were first. So Austin Eddy at that point was still in second. We know that Austin Eddy has been is out of the race or not. We don't know if he's out, but he has a problem. They were pushing their bike, so that's definitely no good. Also, we just got an update that unfortunately it sounds like Cameron Steele is having an issue with the steering servo or something, and he's currently sitting in a pit. So that's no good. Thanks for that video. They're working on Cameron Steele's vehicle right now in a pit. Sounds like the servo may have taken yeah, the steering servo might be the issue on Cameron's truck. So major bummer for Cameron. It looks like, yeah, Cody's out of the car with his helmet off. So that is not a good sign when your co-driver's out with the helmet off. They may be out of the race. We'll see if they can get it fixed. So big bummer for the number 16 Cameron Steele. Unfortunately, they had a good qualifying run in two-wheel drive. They were top two-wheel drive, but it looks like they've had a little bit of steering issues today, which is weird because I haven't heard of steering issues on that truck in a long time, at least. So something weird. That's Baja, right? You never know. All right, let's go look back at the cars and trucks since we're talking about them, and let's see where everybody is. Now, keep in mind, like we said, trackers are a little bit rough at updating today. So Toby Price's tracker up here is at 0, or is not at 0 miles an hour. It hasn't updated for 11 minutes. So 11 minutes ago, Toby Price was here. Now, Christopher Polvardi's just updated, and he is here. So we know he's somewhere either in first or second, depending on where the 46 is. Tavo Vadosola just updated, so he's probably going to be second or third, depending on where the 46 is. Bryce Menzies, like we said, they were having a little bit of issues. They had to make a stop in their pit. Sounded like some brake issues for the number one. It looks like they're moving again, obviously. So hopefully they got those issues fixed, because you're going to need brakes a lot in the next section. The 63 Ruben Torres. This is also a new Mason all-wheel drive. Looks like they're having a pretty good run. Rob McCachran in his Jimco all-wheel drive, the fastball truck. The owners of the Dodgers, boo LA, go San Diego. Just have to throw that in there real quick. Anyways, we're not booing Rob. We don't like the Dodgers because we're Padres fans. Anyways, Rob's having a good run so far in his all-wheel drive Jimco there. Dan McMillan, he is starting in the 23. He's going to hand that thing off to Andy McMillan later, and Andy McMillan will get in there. And there's Cameron Steele at 0 miles an hour, where we just saw that picture, unfortunately, of Cameron sitting there in the corner. The good news for Cameron is he's not that far off the highway. A chase vehicle can get into them where they are relatively easy. So if they are able to change that servo, they can still continue on and keep going. We're just being told that this is steering rack now is what they're saying. So something with the steering rack may be the issue. So that's the latest update on Cameron. Justin Lofton driving by Cameron right now. He is number 41, going 41 miles an hour. He is not at mile 41. He's at 92. So not 341s, they're only two, which that's an interesting number in Baja. If you guys want to Google it, it's interesting. Okay, Mikey Lawrence in the 85. He is running there. Kevin Thompson with Harley Letner driving. Like we said, they had some issues earlier. We're thinking ECU, maybe something inside the cab. They are going again. Tracy Poole is moving. Roberto Romo. Luke McMillan, he's up front. So his tracker hasn't updated for 34 minutes, and we know he was in front of Bryce. So Luke McMillan is somewhere in front of Bryce up here, and Toby is way up in front too. So got to keep an eye, got to keep it track of that throughout the day. Remember that the trackers aren't working. Same with Alan Impudia. Alan Impudia is way up front too. His tracker's just not working as well. So number 10, Alan Impudia is definitely up in front still. Let's go see if we look at our times. This is what's cool about the times. It does not go off of your tracker. It's a completely separate unit. Look at right there. Just as I'm saying that, Toby Price right now just came by mile 112. That's a live update. You guys saw that pop up. So Toby Price just cleared mile 112 right now. So that's where he is. That's a good update. He is still first because his is the only one that we have right here. Someone else had come by there already. Theirs would have popped up. So there we go. You got to use all the information that we have and put it together to try to make a story for you guys that makes sense. So Toby Price, first one through mile 112. Once some other cars clear, we'll come back here and check in a few minutes, and we'll have some other times through here, and we'll be able to give you guys some more corrected time updates. So once again, big thanks to Chip Polvardi, who got Optima to get this system in place, and Score went along with it. This is big. This is awesome for desert racing. We've needed this for a really long time. I mean, this is rad. Literally seeing this. Now we're not just relying on a tracker dot to know where everybody is. We have a second transponder that is live with split times all around the course. So this is what we need. It's 2024. It's awesome to see this. And look at that. Alan Impudia, there you go. There's your answer to two of the trucks. We didn't know where they were. Alan Impudia just came by. He is only, look at this, 1 second behind on corrected time. That is 1 second right there. I believe, is that hours or minutes? Sorry, that is 1 minute. He's 1 minute and 4 seconds behind because he's in front of the dot. So 1 minute, 4 seconds back on corrected time is Alan Impudia right now in second place. So there we go. That's your first two. We'll come back and check on them in a little bit. Let's go look at our Class 1 battle that we were talking about earlier and see where they all are. We got Brad Wilson in the 153 here, and that is Brad driving. He did start. We have Kyle Quinn here. So that is actually, I think that's John Herder there starting in that car. So the 138 is in second. We're showing Cody Parkhouse in the third position. And then Brandon Gaughan is now showing as the fourth position. So there you go. There is your top 4 Class 1 cars. They are past the road crossing here and into this new little section where it goes up and around. It's kind of an interesting section here. This had not been run in a very long time. This is, if you guys were seeing the pre-run videos where all the bushes were, that is where they were. Let me see if we can get Cameron on here. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to text you. Hold on. Cameron, if you're watching, stand by. We're going to get Cameron live on here, everybody. Let me send him the link. and see if we can get Cameron to come on. And unfortunately, it's never good when Cameron is on during the race here. And let's see if we can get him to come on and give an update live from the 16 that is sitting right down here in the bottom of the course. Hold on one second. We're working on getting Cameron still live as we're talking. Oh, here he comes. All right, let's see. Cameron.
Hey, Fishy, what's up, buddy?
It's never good talking to you during the middle of a race like this. What is going on?
No, definitely not good. The truck was really good. For the first time ever, I think we lost the steering box. We did side load a little bit right front. So, I don't know, on a jump, not on a side load. Sorry, jump, and it felt harsh, but seems like the torsion in the steering is gone away. So we stopped here at DA's here, and Herps are here, part of our monster family, and did a diagnosis, and it sounds like it's going to be a steering box change.
Oh, that's a bummer, man. I was literally just saying I don't remember that truck ever having steering issues before, so that's a weird one.
No, I think it's race course induced. I don't think we were going super hard. We were just like 35 seconds off of Walzer, and he was 30 off Rob, so we were just kind of pacing out of the dust. And it's kind of a true story. We pre-ran and we like hit the same bump kind of hard, and we're like, I think just jump that during the race.
Well, yeah.
But I don't think I would never expect it to cause a problem. I mean, I've been racing these things for 21 years, 21st year in the trophy truck, and it was running really well. Everything was perfect. I was pretty blown away with the performance of the truck. Maybe it's not induced from that bump, but I feel like maybe 6 miles later. So I don't know. It seems kind of like weird timing. If it was the bump, it would have the torsion would have failed then, I think. But I don't know. I would just blame it on the driver. I usually blame it on the navigator, but in this case, I'm just going to blame it on the driver. I would blame it on Fish, actually.
Yeah, there you go. It's honestly it's your fault no matter what. But yeah, you got to blame Cody sometimes. But this one might be a little rough to blame Cody on that one.
For sure, yeah. I'm disappointed. I want to thank the whole DA team. Thank obviously Monster and Yokohama and FIDAC for all the effort they put in to make this happen. Tire update, they were really good. So we were stoked. Everything was going good. Everything's been going good. We've been here all week and haven't had a flat or anything like that the whole time. I think the engineering's really good. So, but yeah, tell those guys up front to slow down. It's going to take us a little work to catch up.
Yeah, are you guys? What's the update? Are you guys going to try to put a rack in there and try and fix it, or what are you going to do?
It's a steering box, and we have a box on the truck, believe it or not. We've been carrying that box around for about 5 years. Obviously, we keep refreshing it, but we do have a spare on the truck. So right now, it's DA and Herps guys, and Chris Allen from Allen Motorsports, who preps our truck. There goes.
Is that the 33?
There goes Graf going by. A couple guys getting a little tippy in this corner right here, man. I didn't want to. Here comes another truck. Hold on.
Probably the 33.
Littell.
Oops, missed it. Oh, there you go. You can see him. Yeah. Well, what was the course like until then? Was there anything gnarly on the course besides the bump, obviously? What did you think of that new section right before where you are?
I thought the new section was good. I mean, Jose G throws us the more creative and tighter stuff, the better we like it. I like technical, so I thought everything was good. It was fun going through El Alamo again. We haven't done that in a while. All those big crappy rocks in that wash are really fun and challenging. So I like that section. It was fun to do something different. I'm stoked not to come back to A77 again. It feels like we've done that like 1 million times.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, that was cool. Well, we're all bummed for you. We're glad that you were able to join us here, but we're not at the same time because we'd rather you still be driving along in the friggin' truck. But get that thing fixed and get it to the finish line, huh?
Yeah, we're on it. We're never surrender, right? Never surrender. We're gonna get in there, get some miles, do some testing data, and yeah, we'll still race for a top 10. I think you know, if we're on the move pretty good here, we could get out at the end of the spec truck. It takes about an hour to change it for us in
Yeah.
the field. If Chris and Jake get here, they can do it in about 40 minutes.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, you guys are so early in the race.
My
Anything can
fingernails,
happen.
see how for sure. See how clean my fingernails are. I'm not very good at changing the steering box.
You'd probably just slow them down. Just stay out of the way.
They already told me just back away. I was using the screwdriver, and everybody's like, "Whoa, careful! That's a tool, actually." But yeah, Cody's like, "Beat it!" Because Cody and Brandon are in there, and like I said, thanks to the Herps guys, our monster teammates, out there helping us out. So the rest of the crew should be here in about 10 minutes. Did I say that? Dang, I have to do some push-ups. But yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. Well. All right. Well,
It sucks
get.
being parked, Fish. I blame Fish. Who's leading?
I think Tavo's leading. I was just going to update everyone when we're done here. It looks like Tavo's leading on corrected time at mile 112, according to the live timing board, if it's correct.
Yeah, right on. Todd was a badass. All right, guys, have fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Fish. Thanks for tracking. And again, thanks to Monster, Raceline, Fox, Baja Designs, FIDAC, Yokohama, everybody that makes it happen. Of course, Baja HQ, where you can come buy your off-road stuff.
All
Love
right.
you
There
guys.
you go. You got to get the plugs in at least.
I got some plugs in, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to drink
Yeah.
me an Ultra and get ready to go.
All right. Well, give us an update. Let us know when you guys get that thing fixed and you're headed back on the course.
I'll text you. Yeah, look, it's about 5 trucks have gone by us, maybe 6 now, and there's a huge gap. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but there's a giant gap of no traffic.
Yeah, actually, it looks like there's a massive gap on the tracker too. It's kind of weird why there's so much actually.
Oh, here comes someone with a bush. Oh.
Is that Adler? Looks like Greg Adler, maybe.
There's a lot of bush in the front of that. Adler, yeah, that was Adler.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
all right. Well, thanks
Fixed.
you guys. Thanks all the fans. Thanks everybody in Baja for letting us come down here and race. We love you all. Love to my wife and kids.
All right. See you, Cameron. All right. So there you go. Heard it from the man himself. Unfortunately, number 16 has the steering box go out here. They are sitting there. They're trying to get it fixed. They'll get it back in the race. So that is an update for you guys, as live as it gets right there from the 16 sitting on course. Now, while we were away, we saw this. And it was, let's see, 12. Okay, so this is minutes here. I'm looking back at this thing. I was confused. This has to be seconds. So this is seconds. We got minutes. This is not hours. So minutes, seconds, and then tenths of a second right here. So look at this. Tavo Vadosila clicked through race mile 112. He is in first on corrected time. Toby Price is 12.6 seconds behind him. Then we have Alan Impudia is 1 second behind Toby Price and 14 seconds behind Tavo Vadosila. So that's what's going on there. If you guys, a couple of you guys keep asking, where's this at? It's on the Score website, but just in case you can't find the link there, it's score.livemotorsports.com. Go there, and then you can click live timing, and you guys can see this exact page that I'm looking at right here. So that's where it is, score.livemotorsports.com, and you guys can have access to this. You can sort by class up here. So right now I have it on all, but you guys can't see it. It's not popping up on your screen, but you can click on the top right here, and you can sort by class. You can click on Moto, and you can go back to Moto. So here's the Moto page. So you can see I'm waiting on them to come through 294 because that'll be a little bit more of an accurate update because we know that the 9X is definitely out of fuel or had a problem earlier. So that's what's going on there. So yeah, having these times is awesome. This is so rad, and this is live. Like as soon as they come by the mile mark, as long as there's a timing loop that they buried in the ground at these locations that you see up top here. As long as that timing loop stays in the ground and the truck drives over it, you'll get a live time right here. They have Starlink internet, they have generators, they have everything set up with people at all of these locations to get these times. So there's a lot of time and effort that went into this in the middle of Baja. Literally, they went out there, dug trenches, and buried timing loops to be able to make this happen. So it's awesome that we have this finally, some awesome real timing, and it's corrected time. Remember, this is not the order they came through. This is the corrected time order. So this is the actual time of the race right here, which makes it even cooler. So someone said, did Bryce have issues? Yes, Bryce stopped in his pit earlier. We think it was brake issues is what we were told. And that was it. So, all right. that's a look at these. I'm going to go and catch up on some social posts for you guys. So go over and go to the score feed. You can see this is a score feed. Go back to Score's YouTube channel and go watch this, and then come back here in just about half an hour, and I'll be live again with your next update for you guys. So I'll be back at 10 o'clock. That'll be with your next update. But until then, head over to Score's YouTube. Watch that. You can go to the Score website. You can see the live tracking here from the website. You can go see the live timing here on the website. And yeah, this is pretty awesome. It's finally, we got the tech and we got stuff happening to make to keep you guys posted a lot better. And the tracking page, I would not rely on this today much at all. You can see it's showing Tavo is up front here, which he may be, but like the trackers are just, I don't know, they're really weird. That's a good track on Tavo right there, because it says 0 miles an hour or 0 minutes ago. But then some of these other trackers are not updated. Like Ampudia is nowhere up here, and we know that he's way up there. Luke McMillan 8 hasn't updated for 8 minutes, so a lot of these are not updating. Pulvardi hasn't updated for 16 minutes. I would not rely on this tracker today for much. Go to the live timing page. This is accurate right here. This is going to be your best bet to know who's in what order. And you can switch, like I said, at the top, remember, you can go to any class. Click up here. For some reason, it's not showing up on my screen share, but if you click up here, you can sort by any class. So you can go class 7, class 10, whatever class you want. Like, for example, here's class 10. So Bruce Yee is leading class 10 at mile 37. He was first there. Dale Eberts is 4 minutes and 8 seconds behind him on corrected time. So that's class 10. And we can look at class 1 at mile 37. Kyle Quinn was leading on time. Brennan Gaughan is actually second on time, even though we saw him running fourth physically. He's 4 minutes and 17 seconds back. Dave Mason Jr. was third. We can look at the UTVs, like the Pro Opens. You can see Kristen Matlock actually leading there. So Kristen Matlock ahead on time. Justin Lambert second. Max Eddy Jr. third. So this is what's cool about this. The physical running order is not what this race is run on. It's run on corrected time, which this is right here. So we're super stoked on this. This is so rad. You can just go sort literally every class, and it's working great. So Phil Blurton is leading the forced induction UTV class. You can see he's got a 5 minute 41 second lead over Edgar Garcia. So this is really cool, guys. I hope you guys are as stoked on this as I am. Thanks to Optima and Chip Pulvardi again for making this happen. All right, come back here at 10 o'clock. We'll have your next update here on Fishgistics.
At Baja Designs, we have lights for all on- and off-road enthusiasts. For 30 years, we have been lighting up the night. We are Baja Designs, the scientists of lighting.